Hello everyone and welcome to a new video, and today we are looking at a company called hardcopygames. Now hardcopygames is a publisher that usually looks for unique type of indie titles to publish, whether it be physical or digital. Now they sent me 4 games to talk about with you guys, and I wanted to say this: they have some interesting titles. Let's get right into it. Alright, the first game on the list is Light Spear Double Spear Edition. This game, I'm just going to say right off the bat, is one of those games that you feel like it's probably like a mobile game over anything. But at the same time, I'm trying to compare this with old school like 8-bit games you would play back in the day, or maybe even Atari games, just upscaled in graphics. So pretty much you play as a character, male or female, and enemies come at you from the right side of the screen, and you're just trying to keep them away from you. You go to certain sections, and when you kill enough enemies, you move on to the next section of that level. Now usually the levels go by 3 sections, so they get harder, of course, but it's kind of just like, to me it was very simplistic. I mean, it's not the type of game that I could really get into personally. But at the same time, for people out there that are trophy hunters, you know, the trophies were just like falling off on this game. You know, when I beat the first level, I think I got like almost 7 trophies. So there's that. And it does have a platinum trophy for you trophy hunters as well. There's not much else I can say about the game besides it having a section of levels that you progress to. And as you can see, the text story mode. But other than that, you know, the only other thing I see interesting about this game is if you're into high score systems as well. So here's Light Spear for the PS4. Check it out if you like what you see. Alright, next on the list we have Elliott's Quest. Now you play as Elliott. He is cursed, and when the curse is fulfilled, he will be turned into a demon. So you have that going against you. But another sad part about this is that he cannot die. So even if he tries to kill himself, you know, he's still going to become a demon. Now, you go on an adventure to try to break the curse and also find your wife. What I liked about this game, of course, is a free roam game. So pretty much an adventure game, or what you guys would call a Metroidvania. You level up and all that good stuff. But one thing that caught me about this game that really drew me in is the music from the beginning of the game. Now, it really it made me think of Zelda. So if you play games like Zelda Ocarina of Time or Link to the Past, the music sounded very familiar to me. Why don't we just take a listen real fast? Yeah, what do you guys think? I think it really sounded like similar to Zelda. I'm not gonna do a comparison between the games, but you guys just like be the judge yourselves. But anyways, going back into the game, I really like this one because of the exploration in the game and all that. I feel like this is the type of game I would play, even though it's an 8-bit type game. And it really just, not saying that it's linear or anything like that, but it's just like, it's easy. It seems easy to figure out what to do. Like, you don't really get lost in this game. And it kind of just reminds me of that nostalgic time of playing these games back when I was a kid. So I definitely actually like this game. And not only that, it has boss battles and all that good stuff to progress the story. As you go on, you will level up. It has a lot of secrets to it as well. So if you ever do get stuck, always just try to use your arrows and stuff that just pretty much breaks apart. So I would say this is definitely a cool one. But let me know in the comments what you think about Elliott's Quest. I'm not that far in it, but I do like it so far. Next, we have the Aquatic Adventure of the Last Human. The name alone would be a killer for the game. You know, this game will get buried pretty much. But I think there's something unique here, and I'll go over why. Now, obviously, from what you're seeing here, this is an exploration game. Pretty much what you would call, I hate saying it, but Metroidvania, whatever like that. Basically, over a certain amount of time, you return from space, and I believe you're not affected by it, but of course, so many years have passed, and people that have pretty much been living underwater pretty much because of the climate change. So when you return to Earth, everything in the water, you see like buried civilizations, you see animals that have pretty much evolved into like giant creatures, and you're pretty much trying to survive exploring around, and you listen to like pretty much past recordings of what the humans have been through while you've been gone. My only problem with this game so far, and it's the main thing with the game, you know, it's probably the main focus of the game, the boss battles are crazy hard. I mean, it seems like you have these small weapons that don't really do any damage, and you're not really able to move as fast as some of these bosses, and you will get pulverized. It gets pretty brutal. But, you know, maybe I just gotta try harder. You know, you guys let me know what you think of this, you know, but it kind of just threw me off. But I do like what I'm seeing from this game so far, and I think I can get into it as long as I figure out how to get past these bosses with these weak weapons, because I felt like it was ridiculous. But let me know in the comments what you think about this one. Like I said, underwater exploration I think is a beautiful thing. I've talked about this type of stuff on my channel before, and I'm hoping that I can just get back into this game, or just try to get into it more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And last but not least, we have the bridge. The bridge is a different kind of beast, but it is actually pretty cool. But it'll probably be more cool for other folks besides me, because this is a puzzle game, and it's a straight puzzle game in the fact that where you have to do some outrageous puzzles. But I'll get into that in a second. First of all, you play as a guy who's sleeping outside on his tree, and he decides when you have to wake him up. Once you wake him up, he decides to go home. From that point on, you figure out why he was sleeping outside. At least to my opinion. If you see his house, I mean, you would not want to go in there ever again. This house will make you feel vertigo. It's all a bunch of twists and turns. You have to to get to certain doors. You have to like move the screen around, and it's all kinds of insane for me. And I got all the way to the 3rd level. And once they started introducing the spears, I was pretty much done with it. You know, not only is this game making me feel dizzy, but I don't want to have to deal with that too. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything like that. It's probably like one of the perfect puzzle games out there for folks, but for me, I just can't deal with all that stuff. You know, even back in the day when I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I hated it when you had to go to the other castle and it was upside down. It was so freaking weird, and it's insane to me. But for people who like puzzle games, like I said, I think they probably could get into this. But for me, it's just making me feel sick, and I hate to say that, but I can't help it. This game is not for me, but it might be for you. And since hardcopygames made a physical copy of it, maybe some of you guys could add it to your collection. So there you guys have it. That is hardcopygames. A lot of these games are, I believe, limited to like 700 to 600 copies a piece. So depending on, every game differs. So It's really up to you. Now, if you don't like the games you've seen here, I guess you could like buy these for collection purposes. If some of you guys just like collecting sealed games, there's that too. But like I said, I think my least favorite game out of this, of course, is Light Spear. I mean, not saying it's a bad game or anything like that, but it definitely wasn't for me. But it is a trophy hunter game, so you want to get that platinum trophy easy, you could definitely play through this one. The bridge, like I said, it just wasn't for me either, but I think it is a good game. And comparing the physical releases that this company has started with to other companies, I think if you compare them, they're off to a good start. So who knows what they're going to have in the future. So maybe you guys want to keep your eyes on hard copy games. But yeah, that's all I got in this video for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Oh, one more thing actually too. I wanted to mention this. Each of these games comes with a front and back manual at least. So there's that. Also too here, some of the games have reverse covers. This one does, and I think one more has one here. It might be Light Spear has a reverse cover. Yep, it does. But you can check out the website to see how they look on there. That's all I got for you again, Radical Reggie, and I will see you guys later.